of check-in and critique assessment. So what I thought I would do here, guys, is go through my check-in. So, but first, let me talk about the adjustments I made to the plan, because after I took in all the visuals, took my weight, it was time to take my food north and cardio down. So let's talk about those specifics first, then we'll fully break down my physique and I'll give you a wrap up. So as a whole, I was doing 35 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, and I just simply lowered that to 30 minutes. So down 5 minutes total. So you figure the course of 5 sessions, 5 times 5 is going to be what, 25-minute reduction. So pretty substantial over the course of the week. So starting there, that'll allow me to have a little bit more time in the morning to work. And it'll also give my legs a little bit of a breather. So for my food, over the course of my off days, didn't see a huge increase. I went from 2780, so 2,780 calories, to 2,946. I simply just bumped the almond butter in meal 5. I bumped the potatoes and the olive oil in meal 6, and then in meal 3, I took my berries up to 100 grams. So nothing drastic on the off days. My goal there is still to keep food relatively low. The total macros for that day are 354 protein, 221 carbs, and 72 fat. So again, the goal is to remain super insulin sensitive, be hungry, and just kind of prep and prime my body for the high day that typically comes the day after a low day. So that's how that looks. Now, the base day and the high day, this is where things got fun. So a base day in the previous week had me at 3,496 calories. That jumped up to just over 4,000. And the significant increase there came in the way of carbohydrates. So I went from 270 grams of carbs to 491 grams of carbs. Fat and protein relatively stayed the same. So a significant increase of carbohydrates. So that's roughly 120 grams of carbs on a base training day. So again, that's an aggressive jump, but considering that knew I was going to bump training intensity this week, I needed those for recovery as well as performance. So with that, it was very strategic. I began to add in hard failure sets, not to the entire workout, but to portions of the workout that were very strategic. So again, the food had to match that. And then on high days, last week I was at 4,571 calories. This week that jumped up to 5,000.5. So almost a 500 calorie increase. Again, that was primarily in the form of carbs. So last week I was at 636.5 grams of carbs. This week it's up to 732 on the 2 high days. So I've been structuring my high days on a leg day, and then again on the back day on Monday. So the day before legs, sorry, misspoke there. To kick off the week, Monday, heavy back, and then 3 days later, I do it again on Thursday, so that I have all those carbs preloaded into me before I train back on Friday. So again, very strategic. We will assess the visual assessment next week and see if that was the right amount of adjustment. My guess is I'll ride that out for at least 5 to 10 days before increasing that, but we'll see how my body reacts. The main goal here is to just, again, fuel training, fuel growth, and not have any negative body fat gain. Obviously, some body fat gain is going to be required. I can't stay super shredded all year. And as you'll see in the video, I am definitely a little bit higher in body fat than I was the first check-in. So again, the goal is not to stay stage lean, but to stay in a good spot and have a healthy gain of not only muscle, but obviously a little bit of water and fat as calories go this way. So let's take a look at this assessment, and you'll get to hear my exact feedback on every one of my poses. Here we go, live assessment. So settling into this front relaxed, I am very pleased with how my taper is, my quad fullness, chest blasting full. So core turn to the right, stay on that glute. Now with this, I gotta get this pose better. It's a little bit better than last week, but I can get better with those abs and stay on that glute a lot. All right, back relaxed, hips back. I'm still very pleased with the hamstrings there. Back taper is improved, low back still tight. Pull those abs in. I can get better with that. That's what's going to be practicing TBA work. Front dub. Very happy with this shot. Quads look incredible. Taper to the lats. Waist still in a good spot. Arms look really full today. Into that lat spread. This is a pose where I feel like I can get better with. I can get taller with that chest. So I need to push my hips back more, raise my chest higher, and flex my arms. Legs look great in that shot. Side chest here. Get on that glute. Abs in hard. Chest taller and twist more. So that's just a posing issue. I was extremely tight through my spine this morning. So get those abs in. So you can see glutes significantly softer than last week. Good taper to the back double, but again, that's something we're going to work on. Wrist needs to go towards the camera to make my arms look bigger because I'm actually hiding my arms in that shot. Lat spread. Let's see if I get it out more than last week. It's definitely out more, but I still can get around more rotation. I just need to simply have some massage work done. I haven't been back with Adrian since the show. With this, abs got to get in. Glute looks good there. Arm looks great. Shoulder looks great. This is a much better look. Dead on. Abs much more crisp, but I got to get better with sucking those abs in. See what the quads look like. Definitely see how pale I am. Again, I'll take both of these shots. Very happy with both ab shots. Now, probably my best pose. Most muscular. Oh, God, yeah. Stay on those legs and be more separated to the rec film. But good Lord, full as a fucking house. I will take both of those shots. So, very happy with that. And settle back into that front relaxed. And there you have it, folks. Full physique review / check-in number 2 on the vlog series. Again, full exposure. You get to see me in posing trunks in the front of my house. Yeah. So if you look at everything considered, that was me sitting at 238 pounds. So I'm in a great spot. Rebound's going well. Still holding what I would consider as good condition for over 2 weeks post-show. The goal here is simply through this rebound phase to just get my weight to a good starting spot. So I'm doing this rebound very, very different than I have in the past. Normally I would keep super subs in. I would stay on the gas pedal with cardio, and I would wave my nutrition a little bit more aggressively. So go lower in food so that I could have 1 to 2 free meals per week and really go hard on them. Well, this time I actually have been pushing clean food significantly harder than I have, as you heard by the numbers. But I've had 0 free meals, and then I pulled out all of the super subs just on TRT and vitamin G. And with that, like, this is the best I've ever felt. I've said this countless times. Like, no sleep apnea, no swollen ankles. Like, I am in a great spot. So with this, what I'll do is I'll ride this out for 5.5 more weeks, trying to just keep food as the primary growth driver and just take that north as much as I can. Then I'll have a full off week. During that time, I will pull my food way back, just like give my gut or my stomach a chance to like chill and not be processing so many nutrients. And then after that off week, it's time to jump on a blast and go full tilt at growth. So a little bit different strategy for this rebound as I want to try it. As it was a long prep of 35 weeks. And I let my body get good and cleaned out and prime it for a growth phase, where normally right after a show, I jump on the gas pedal and try to get as much growth as fast as humanly possible. But this time is a little bit different. So again, this is just an experiment, and you guys get to come along with this ride and see how it goes for me. So again, full transparency. Hope you all are enjoying this vlog. Like, share, subscribe. Tomorrow I'm going to do a Q&A. And the day after I have a push day that I filmed today. So pretty excited to get these pumped out and to you all so that, again, you can benefit and learn from all the things that I've been experimenting with and all the mistakes that I've made in my past and been correcting on, so that, again, you don't make those at home. So again, until next time, cedmonds TV.